It's not the dessert time. We have a basket of bread, a basket of butter, we got some meat and potatoes, and we got some immigration questions. We're going to start with Jose in Boston, Massachusetts. Jose, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. What's going on? How can I help?
My wife got the green card to me, the conditional green card. And after that, she called the police on me. And
Why did she call the police on you?
I had no idea.
What do you mean you have no idea? You know, come on. You don't just call the police out of nowhere. It's not like you're just quietly eating your dinner, not doing anything, and the wife comes over and says, "That's it, I'm calling the police." So
Okay. I'll tell the problem is, so I just want to tell you this first. She called police on me. She went to my business, and then she hit me with a staple in my head. And then somehow she called the police on me, but I didn't get arrested, and I didn't say nothing. So after that, like 2.5 months later, she just vanished.
So you stayed with her for 2.5 months after she called the police on you?
No. We got married 2 years ago.
Right.
And she got her green card, the temporary green card.
You're the U.S. citizen.
I'm the U.S. citizen, and then like 2.5 months, she just vanished. And a week later, I got served with a protection order against me. But
I'll tell you what she's doing.
I know she's doing.
And by the way, Jose, I have no idea what happened, but let's take everything you're saying as being exactly what happened. You know,
yeah.
I just want to say something. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I have no idea, but we're just going to take it. What you're telling us is the truth, okay?
Yes.
And I'm sure your wife has a different version, but what you're saying is the truth. So if what you're saying is the truth, then what your wife is doing is she's trying to establish that there was some abuse in the relationship by you to her. Even though there was none, in order to justify leaving you, in order to justify eventually divorcing you, and having proof to show that it was a real marriage and things didn't work out.
But luckily, I have the video camera from my business, so I went to the court. I showed to the court, so they dismissed the discharging order, and I had no choice to report her, and she got arrested.
She got arrested for what?
She got arrested because
for making a false claim against you.
Yeah, so I just wonder right now, since you already applied for the I guess based on my views, the I-75 one, what's going to happen to her?
What's going to happen is this, okay? All of this getting arrested back and forth and calling the cops, etc., that goes to actually prove that you guys were in a bona fide marriage, that this wasn't any business, that you guys are really, butting heads and have some sort of relationship that made you angry enough to get cops involved in everything. So it actually tends, in my opinion, to prove a validity of a marriage versus to prove that this is a business marriage. Given all these facts, somebody would say, you know what, yeah, this seems like a real marriage. It doesn't seem like a business marriage. So if she can prove it was a real marriage and she divorces you, she's going to get her permanent green card, except if during this arrest she pleads guilty to some offense that makes her deportable.
Well, the prosecutor said it's going to, because I cannot even drop the case because they had the proof, they had the video, so they said they're going to charge her for felony.
That's fine. So, in other words, she may plead guilty or be found guilty of a crime that makes her deportable. Okay, those are two different things. But let's take the whole she got convicted of a crime out of it. If there's no conviction, all of this tends to prove a real relationship, and if she gets divorced, she would get her permanent green card. If she's ultimately found guilty of something that would make her deportable, then I'll change my mind on what's going to happen.
Oh, so yeah, but she go it's like probation is fine, right? They just give it probation. It's no jail time. It should be fine, I guess, right?
For her, it depends what she's found guilty of. Sometimes you plead guilty to, you don't get jail time and you still get deported. Because it depends on how long she's been in the United States. It depends on a lot of different things. When she entered, how long she's had her green card, when she gets to see an immigration judge. So it depends what she's found guilty of.
She only had the green card for 6 months.
I'm sorry?
She only had the conditional green card for 6 months.
I understand that. But ultimately, it's when she entered the United States, what you have to be in the United. If you're found guilty of a crime of moral turpitude, let me just put it to you very succinctly. If you're found guilty of a crime of moral turpitude within the first 5 years of your entry into America, then you're going to get deported. I don't know when she came to the U.S. either. I don't know if she's going to be found guilty of a crime of moral turpitude. But I'm basically giving you my general idea. But if you want to talk more, we can talk off the air. Hold on one second. Let me go to the next one.
All right.
Let's go to Simone in New York. Simone.
Hello?
Simone, how are you?
Good night, I'm good.
What's going on?
I got 2 questions for you.
Go ahead.
How long does it get respond after biometrics?
For what? Biometric for what?
I-485. And
how long to respond for what? You want a work permit? Travel? Your green card? What are we talking about?
For work permit and travel documents.
Well, when did you take the biometrics?
About 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Well, it depends if you did all your paperwork right. If you did all your paperwork right, hopefully in another 90 days. If you didn't do your paperwork right, who knows when. But assuming it's done right, about 90 days.
Okay, and my brother, I have a question for you. Michael?
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Brad. I'm legally married to a U.S. citizen. So he filed for me and my kids back in Jamaica, my 2 kids.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we made a mistake on the I-130 to position for them. And we sent back in the correct thing. And up till now, we don't get back a response from, say, October. So can you tell me how long does it take to get back a response?
You filed an I-130, you didn't submit the right thing, they gave you an RFE, you submitted back the response in October. You're not going to hear it till next summer, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't hear you.
You won't hear for a while, 6, 7, 8 months, I would assume.
7, 8 months?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hang in there.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.